Hey guys, Ken Perryman here, and I am back again with another product. It is a portable monitor. The cool thing about this thing is that it's 1080p, it's 15.6 inches, and it's a full HD IPS panel delivering your crisp 1080p, 1920 by 1080p resolution, sharp text, detailed visuals with HDR10 support. And it achieves the dynamic range, improving contrast between bright and dark areas. It's designed for simplicity, requires no software. You should be able to just plug it and play it. It's also ultra slim, weighing 1.4 pounds or 0.64 kilos, and it's measuring at 0.3 inches thick. 8 millimeters. Let me show you something over here real quick. That guy right there, which is hashtag sponsored, means the company has sent me this product so I can show you all about it. So let me go ahead and open up the monitor here for a second. Let's get this open. Okay. So let's go ahead and pop open this sleeve. Everything I said in there is stated right on the top of this box. It's an IPS panel type. It's 15.6 inches, 16 by 9 display. That's how the layout is set up. Brightness control, portable monitor. Now, the one thing I love about these guys right here is the fact that you can take a computer like this is a MacBook Pro. This is, I believe, the 2018 version MacBook Pro. I currently also have the 2024 version that's running all this right here, but this is my older MacBook Pro. Still works flawlessly, still screams crazy fast and does all kinds of stuff, but use this at times for other projects. The nice thing about it is, while this has a big monitor itself, come on guys, we all know you always got to work with two screens. In fact, right now I'm talking to you with two big giant monitors facing me right here, nice curved guys right there. And that's the fact that I'd like to operate with one screen and then work with another set of software on another screen. We all do, we all know that. Just getting that right. Omeo. And basically quick troubleshooting. I was a little bit concerned about the battery power because I had this sitting in dormant mode for a little while, but I'm at about 20% working on getting it charged up. And then of course you have a way to activate your monitor, and for Windows and all that kind of stuff, how to get this to function. You do have the capability, if you have the Thunderbolt, what I love, and I've seen this across a handful of other monitors, is this should be able to, with this computer, because this has Thunderbolt connectivity, I believe it's for, that I should be able to connect via the cable here and connect to this guy with just one cable and get it to work and function. Be very clear about this. This is not a touch screen. It is not a touch screen. There is no battery built in. It does not have Bluetooth, and it doesn't have Wi-Fi. It is exactly what it is. It is a monitor that you will plug in via one cable. Now, there are other functions with this where you can get this to work if you don't have Thunderbolts. You can use your USB-C connection to power the device, and then you can use, maybe like some computers, this only has Thunderbolt 4. It has 4 USB-C ports in here, so you're not going to get an HDMI connection or anything like that. So just so you know, you're going to need a dongle to connect to this computer if you can't power it by the single cable. But if you do get a dongle, you can connect your HDMI and run this via an HDMI and a USB-C cable. There is also another option where you can use a power supply, maybe USB-C to C power dongle into the wall outlet that you plug in like you would charge your phone with or something like that. And then you would plug your C to your phone or even to your laptop, or HDMI to your laptop, but you could use your phone with a USB-C device. So here is this beautiful matte looking screen, quite large, as they stated, 0.3 inches thick, 8 millimeters. It is a little thicker at the base. You do have some connections here where you can mount this to a arm of some sort or mounting, but in this case we're going to go ahead and set this leg out, and I'm going to set it right here just to let you guys see what's going on. I just noticed this. I love this. You get a USB-C to C cable, you got an HDMI cable, and is this a mini to yeah, oh, I like that. You have a mini to a regular HDMI. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Small. You can always tell by the size, it's a little bit different. Mini to regular HDMI. You have your USB-C, and then I believe this is going to be your A to C, where if you need to power it up, this is an A to C connection here. But here's your C to C. This is the cable that I want to use, because if this is done as I expect it to be, I should be able to plug this in, and it should turn on and immediately connect You'll see this screen wiggle a little. You can't really see much of it because it's off to the side. And then plug it in, then this one will turn on. Let me move a lot of this stuff out of the way. Let me get this in here so you can see it better. You can see, right, I've got basically YouTube up right now. I'm going to plug this in here so you can see that it's actually connected to this computer. Let's set this off to the side for now, and let's walk around this real quick. You have your mini, or do they call it micro? I'm not sure. HDMI. You have two USB-C connections right there. You have padded feet at the bottom. You have this arm that allows you to set a position. Over here, you have your controls. You can plug in your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and use this to listen to whatever audio is being played. You also have the ability to make adjustments here. And this is your function button. Straightforward, everything that you expect from this, and I leave it flat so you can see what's going on. All right, now we got to figure out real quick. Type C2, and then there's a power. Okay, so the powered one, if you're just powering it, it's going to be this guy. This guy is going to be your signal, and then this is your HDMI, which is going to be your signal as well. So let's go ahead and plug it in here. Bring it down, see what happens. Oh, you saw it flicker, and there it is. I probably need to bring it up just a little bit. There you go, so you can see it just a little bit better. Now, I'm going to go ahead and check out a video. We're going to go to my channel.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel.
It just jumped right into it over here on the other computer. What I'm going to do is talk about a mic. I'm going to turn down this volume a little bit. We don't need to hear it. Now, I'm going to pause it here for a second. What I need to do is go into the settings, go into the display settings, and I flip it. If I move my mouse this way across my monitor, it will show up onto this one. I want to be able to go this way to bring it over. You can move your monitor wherever you want to, but what you do need to do is go into your display and move your monitor. You see it highlighting red. That means I'm clicking it and I'm aligning it. There we go. It is aligned. It is done. Now I can take this little section off and boom, there it is. I'm coming over, guys. Make it large and let's hit play.
My audio levels from the mic itself.
Not going to get too loud because I just want you guys to see what's going on. Let's go ahead and open this up. Look at that on full screen. And I'm trying to look at it myself, and this looks pretty darn good.
There it is right there.
That looks really good. You can see the picture-in-picture of the other of my main video that I'm running through here. Let me go ahead.
Generally speaking, you first start out with a portrait, you get a photo.
Oh yeah, I can adjust the audio here. There we go. Just turn the volume down over here and check that out. So I'm talking about the Mic Mini here, DJI Mic Minis, these guys right here. But look at this monitor. Now, I have it probably set at default. Oh, brightness, okay. So I can get a bit brighter here. HDMI, right? It has a built-in speaker. Push the rocker panel in, brightness level, bring it down a little bit. Let's go ahead and go to the contrast. Get a little more contrast in there. Eco, standard. DCR, off, on, no, off. Aspect, wide. Color temp, let's go user. Warm, cool, user. Okay. Nice. Reset, signal source, low blue. What does that even mean? Ooh. You can see the blue disappearing in the background of me, so I'm getting rid of the blue light. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, and it's 1080p at 60 hertz is what it says it's running right there, so that's pretty darn good. Unfortunately, this screen right here, this table, it's a bit yellowish. I need to go in and make a small adjustment on this. Brightness, aspect, color. Let's drop the reds a little. Let's go to the greens. Let's get those up because those plants are really bright green. That's those guys right there. Right? Ooh, a little too much green there, Ken. All right, let's go to blue. Okay. Let's go ahead and just switch this color temp to warm, cool, Trying to get my greens in there.
You should hear me, like literally blasting from the top a little bit.
Let's bring in the blues.
Video pro loaded. Zoom in if you need to.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a slightly different color on here.
And then you just start here.
Oh, wow.
So, as you can tell,
As you get later in night, it gets a bit more yellow. Let me see the Realtek. This guy right here. 1080p default. Show us the color Realtek. Okay, so I've made some adjustments. I've turned off the night shift across both the computer and this guy right here. So let me go back to this because this looks a bit better. Let's go to the colors. Oh, that looks really good. Let's go to warm. Okay. Cool. So let's go back a little bit to see what this looks like on the table. That looks better. It's still a bit yellowish, but it looks so much better. You can see this looks like what this should look like. One of my cameras that I'm using that shoots down does bring this in a bit yellower. It's also because of some of the lights that I'm using. This looks more like this when I'm using my cell phone camera. So it's not the monitor because the monitor is reflecting that color properly. So I think I need to make a couple adjustments on this camera that's right above us. This is how this sets up. I can go ahead and swing over here. You see my mouse moving around. I can hit the escape button. And now I can do whatever I want to do on this monitor. And even more so, do what I should be doing. Setting this up. Gotta find that hole. There we go. Set that right there. And look at that. I've got functioning computer. Actually, with this angle, that looks really, really good. I'm impressed by that. It looks good. So let's go YouTube Ken. I'm going back to my page again. Pause. Yeah, let's beat the heat. Let's see what this is.
this is the 21-liter refrigerator. Just took it out on a trip, really short trip out to city center to keep things cold. Used a power generator. It's actually back down here underneath the box to keep it running. The box
Looks really good.
and it's with the amount of energy that it.
This is really nice. This is quite special. And let's see, what are we doing over here? Battery's running about 37%. This is running good. Okay. Yeah. I haven't selected anything yet, of course. Oh, and then I can get rid of this stupid thing. I love how simple this was to set up. One single cable. As long as you have enough capability of being able to run signal and power at the same time over this cable, you should be able to use one cable to connect this. Here's the cool thing about this. All I've got to do is unplug it, right? I go back to my single monitor mode. Everything jumps back over there. As this is running, I can take this. Check this out. So you can put this in your backpack. This is the 15-inch, right? Close it down, lock it in, and it is the same size as my MacBook. Just a slight smidge larger in the width-wise, a little bit shorter. Put this in a nice sleeve, toss it in your backpack. You got your second monitor to do a lot of work, and just take this guy. Look at that, super thin, super lightweight. This is going to look really good being connected and able to run a couple computers. And all you need is the one cable that came in the box. So, guys, this is pretty straightforward, super simple, easy to set up. Just jumps right in and goes. I love it. The size of it is perfect for you to be able to use two different softwares. Maybe in some cases where you are running a software program where you need to copy some of the stuff from one file or one section over to another, like database or a spreadsheet or something to that effect. I'm thinking simple, but it could be something more like when I'm doing video stuff. Sometimes I need to grab from one file from the hard drives or the external hard drives that are connected, check the video, make sure it's what I need, run it over to a processor, to an editor, edit it, get it taken care of, check another file location over here while I'm editing this, maybe even taking some clips and some snippets and bringing it over into the editor, and then I output it and post it. You get what I'm saying? Using two different screens makes your job so much easier. I hope this was helpful for you. I appreciate your time.